Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? How are you doing? What you up to? What you doing? As they say. Happy Monday. I think a lot of people have become distrustworthy of me actually appearing on a Monday night because the amount of times I've had to cancel. So.
Can you sign your life away, please?
For what?
Just sign your life away and turn it off.
I literally just went live.
Just sign it then.
What is it for?
Stop drawing out. Just sign it then.
What is it?
I will tell you after.
No, you won't.
I can't. It's part of the business.
Oh, is it? This is absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, virtually on time. Well, you made me regret this. You will regret it.
Now I want to make you regret.
Oh, cool. That doesn't sound rapey at all. Thanks for closing the door. Rude, right? When people come in and they open a closed door, but then they don't close it on the way out. It's rude. Anyway, how are you? Right, Bill. Well, I did throw a notification out on the Discord saying that I'll be starting from 9 tonight because the wife had to work, and the pickup time was too close to the show start time. So, you know what? Leave it open. I could do with the fresh air. So yeah, today, memes of the week. I don't really need that. Look, my hair's reasonably well behaved today. So yeah, it is memes of the week today. Also have a look at the new Blood Angel stuff. See if that's any good. And then we can get. Oh, that's better. Yeah, that's fine. And then we can get cracking with, whatever. It's at the table. Really want to finish building those Kharadron Overlords, but I do have a tournament coming up very soon. So maybe I should finish painting up my dudes. You know what I mean? I think I'd just do 7 to 9 or something, Monday to Wednesdays, then a real show Fridays. I mean, you know what? It used to be Fridays was the real show, you know? And then I thought, why not spread the things, sprinkle the things throughout the week? Because then there's a little something for everyone throughout the week, you know? But, I don't know. And if I do end up getting a full-time job, I don't know how live streams will work out. But yeah, starting from 7 is... That's never going to work. If I start from 9, it's more realistic. But by then, most people aren't just ready to sit down and chill out. 8:30 was me pushing it, really, because ideally I would have liked to be going live at 7:30. But the nature of home life and having kids and everything like that meant I had to push it to 8, and then it went up to 8:30. And yeah, I have to push it to 9. You haven't done one for a couple of weeks now. What do you mean? What do you mean I ain't done a proper one for a couple of weeks? I did last Friday. But no, Mondays have not been kind to me lately. But, you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. It's a good thing my my living doesn't depend on it, you know. I pay You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, sure. I mean, ideally, what I wanted to do was like be live as if I was doing working hours, you know. But that never materialized. As himself, how you doing? Hope you're well. Oh, you haven't. Sorry, I didn't read. Reading, what's that? I'm just guessing at this point what you're saying. Um, nah, that's right, man. You're still allowed to put forward ideas and you know that's fine. Ah, that's cool. I'm glad that you're here. And as long as you're watching the playbacks, that's all that matters. I'm just joking. Um, so yeah, uh, what have you lot been up to this weekend? Well, the weekend just gone. So I successfully, 99% successfully, replaced both top mounts on the car. Let's go! And you know what? We did it with relative ease and very little issues whatsoever. So my mate borrowed his brother's Milwaukee drill, which is this massive power drill thing that absolutely just chews through any stuck bolts, right? Bolts that and nuts and bolts that would have been stuck for ages for us with just spanners and stuff. This just it's like real noisy, and it's like that, and it just it really shakes the stuff loose and gets off. So that made our life a lot easier, and yeah, everything pretty much went as planned, except when we put them on, we didn't double check to see if they were facing the right side. Because believe it or not, with some manufacturers, with some models of cars, the suspension system, you could just slide it in. Doesn't matter which direction. On my one, it has to be facing it's got to be facing outwards. There's like a plate underneath the top mount part that is like not quite triangular. It's like arched, and then it has a rounded bottom, and it says outwards on it. But we didn't notice that because we were so excited that we were doing such a good job. So when we put it in, we didn't put it in the right way. So what happens now is when I oversteer, so I can steer a little bit this way, a little bit that way, no problem. But if I oversteer, what you can hear is the springs turning a little bit on themselves. They're not turning properly. And then it goes bong like that. So the top part of the spring will, and then it will go bong as it slips on the plate that rests on top of it. All because we didn't make sure it was facing the other way. Now, it's no issue. It doesn't do anything to the suspension. It just makes it very noisy on the overturns when you hear the suspension springs go bang, bong, bang, bang. But I'm going to go over during the week. We're just going to we're going to lift the car up, pop the wheels off, just slide it out a little enough to turn it around the right way, and then put it back in, fix the bolts. Be done in half an hour, which is cool. But we did confirm that there is some other work that needs to be done. So I knew one of the CV boots needed replacing, and for those who don't know, a CV boot is this accordion like shaped buffer thing that covers a turning point behind the wheel, so it keeps it lubricated and dust free. So that's split, and the other side is split as well. Now, thankfully, there's plenty of grease inside, so there's no chance of it, getting rusted up and drying and any damage. So that can be done in a few weeks. Once I got the funds again. And one of the anti-roll bars is like the bushings on it has perished completely. So that's another thing. That's like £15 for that. It's £15 for the 2 universal outer CV boots. So you're looking at 45 quid for those 3 things. And then I still got to fix the wiring. It's actually more the socket for the headlamp on the driver's side, because the plastic case that holds the pins into the back of the bulb is crumbled away. So the spring points are not in full contact with the bulb, and therefore the bulb doesn't bloody work. So that needs replacing. And I still got to replace the driver's side door handle, so I can have a functioning door handle. I don't have to let myself in from the inside. And rewrap the exhaust gap, and that's it. I'll and maybe eventually replace the damaged wing mirror, passenger side wing mirror, reupholster the roof. The list just grows, you know. You think I fucking fix something, I'm great, yeah, and then oh no, actually the list gets longer still. That's car ownership. And also got to do the wheel alignment. Though, I tell you what, once I've popped the springs back into the way they're supposed to be, my steering wheel is dead center, and the car more or less goes straight. It has a little drift to the right, but compared to how it used to be, where I had to have that, well, like to go straight, the steering wheel was leaning sort of like a 15 to 20 degree angle. It was crazy. Now it could be almost dead center, and it's so much quieter. You could hear clonk, 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 bang, bang, clonk, clonk every time we hit a little bump or whatever. It's just, man, I'm just so happy now. So, yeah, it's just the little things, you know? And I was close to writing off the car. Like, if I couldn't fix that, I was going to write it off. But no, it's good now. So every month, there's going to be a little fix on it. And that way I can get on top of it before the MOT in February. And then we should be alright, you know? But there you go. That's my life story. What were you up to this weekend? Oh yeah, also on Sunday we went to a place called Valhallen, which is a really cool like gaming event space, I guess is what you could call it. It's just chock full with these performance PCs, right? And they have coaches there, and it's about esport training, right? So they get you used to playing certain games using keyboard and mouse, or using controllers on the PCs and stuff like that. The various different games you can get coaching on like just how to play them or how to play competitively, and they can gear you up for it, or they can hold like events where you can get all your mates together to play games together and stuff like that. Have a little LAN party, and that was actually really fun. And the coach we had was really nice, and it was, you know, it's part of the homeschooling experience, but it was also a little treat to the boys because they had worked quite hard the previous week with catching up on their work, and they absolutely loved it. They didn't want to come away from it. But no, that was good fun, and yeah, I'd definitely recommend it. It's just down the road from Acton Town Station, like on the corner, dead opposite the corner of Gunnersbury Park. So it's quite an easy location to find it. But no, it was really cool. Anyway, let me catch up on the chat. Feels a little hypocritical offering advice on what you should do when I miss my own slots. Dude, it's fine, because like, I'm not even gonna lie, the majority of the time I'm late or I cancel is because of external factors I cannot control. I'd say 1 out of 10 will just be because I'm really not feeling it or because I'm not well, you know. So I do have off days. I do have like burnouts, and I'm just like I can't be arsed. I just wanna switch off for a bit. So you're not the only one. Um, but yeah, no, I feel your pain because I, I understand somewhat. I can never understand exactly what goes on in your mind or in your life, but I can try and sympathize by relating through my own experiences, if you know what I mean. Neurodivergence tends to do that, speaking from a personal experience. Yeah, I guess. Kev really does have the best clown car in town. I really do. Because it feels and it sounds like a completely new car. It's amazing. Do kids think the ice cream van going down the road when you drive past, Kev? No. I don't have a jingle. And I don't look like an ambulance either. Oh, it's the car I drive now. Like, I got it 2.5 years ago now, and when I first got it, I got it at a bargain price, because it was ULEZ compliant. That's the ultra low emission zone, right? Because what they wanted to do was they had this controlled zone around the central London called the congestion zone, right? And then they made another one, um, which was more targeted around again West London, but it basically covered the north and south circular, which I don't know if you're familiar with London's roads, but it was like a circular set of highways that went around sort of in the middle of Greater London, essentially. Um, and that whole area, you had to pay extra if your car didn't meet the emissions regulations every day, which was crazy. So I got a car that did meet those regulations and it was cheap, which was bonus, but it needed some fixes, and it was just a case of trying to keep on top of those fixes as time went on, but more things kept breaking on it than I could keep up with. So yeah, I've had to put some stuff off while I focused on other things, and then we had to move, and then they expanded the zone to encompass the entirety of Greater London, much to a lot of people's dismay, because it affected a lot of people. A lot of people had to sell off their cars um, because they just couldn't afford to pay it, and they couldn't afford to get a new car. So it was they sort of prettied it as, oh, this is to help the environment, but there's no evidence that it does whatsoever, because people are still driving, and you wouldn't let classic cars be allowed as well, right? We all know classic cars, it's mostly going to be wealthy people who have got classic cars, right? And they're going to be quite polluting anyway. So it was definitely a tax on the average person, um, just masquerading as because if it was really about the environment, they would just ban older cars, full stop. That's it, not charge you for it. But moving on. So yeah, it's just taken a while to keep on top of the fixes, and you think, oh, I've got some money together, I can do this to it now, and then something crops up, and when you got a wife and kids and a dog, a lot of things can creep up and divert you from it. So it's a bit of a, there you go, there's my life story. Welcome to my TED talk. Is your motor old enough for London to Brighton? Funny. It's not called Chugga Boom by any chance. No, it's not. Loads of tiny mobsters get out every time you park. Yeah, with little Tommy guns. Yeah. Kevcar sounds like it will end up like Trigger's broom when he's had for years. That's only had several new handles. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to replace the chassis, so you know, technically it will always be the same car. Esports, very athletic. Yeah, of course. I mean, you sweat a lot, so you know, can't lie. Sounds awful. It's not bad. They did enjoy it. Do question the idea of building a meeting place for people who don't leave the bedrooms, however. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's sort of it's more targeted at a younger audience. You know, kids who come from families who can't quite afford high-end PCs or games consoles, but you know, can sort of throw a couple of quids together once a month or a couple of times a month and let them play and get coaching at the same time. And they got quite an extensive catalogue of games that you could play as well. So it's the trade-off is there. It's kind of like the equivalent of going to your local hobby shop and paying to sit at a table and just playing their board games and stuff like that. It's a similar thing. When I had my FLGS, someone I know suggested we turn it into a LAN thing just for Mech Warrior. Stupidest thing I've heard. Just for one game. It's not worth it at all. Also, Mech Warrior. What a way to age yourself and your shop. Like opening a food fan that just sells toast. Exactly. I do like toast too, Void Captain. What happened to it? To activate chat, please enable channels. I have enabled the channels, you weirdo. And the sets were custom builds at around 5k each 20 years ago. Aye. Also, they do a computer building class, so they will obviously charge you for the parts and stuff, but you basically they'll sort of go through the list of things that you want, sort of coach you on what would work best and what components go together. They'll order the parts in, and then they'll show you how to build it and then use it and upgrade it and stuff like that. Or you can buy one of their pre-made ones as well. So and actually, considering the capability of these machines, they are actually very well priced. They sell them pretty cheaply. So we want it for every meal. Toast with jam or marmalade? Marmite. No. I like Marmite. I don't like marmalade. A little bit bitter. Jam, I don't really have on toast. I'll have it as a filling for cake. What I do, I used to, but I'm cutting down on my bread intake. But I used to do 3 slices. Yeah, I used to do a slice with chocolate spread or Marmite, a slice with peanut butter or chocolate spread, like whatever spreads I had, I'll have a slice of this and a slice of that, and then one with just melting butter on it, like a good spread of butter on it, while the toast is nice and hot, and just having it melt where you got like little bumps of it here and there, but like a pool of melted butter on it. Now I'll just do 2 slices. Cheese on toast, Marmite's the devil. Cheese on toast is lush. Marmite is fine. It's fine. How you doing, the fur guy? Hope you're well. Marmite isn't really food, you all made that up, didn't you? Marmite is the best thing since sliced bread, which is lucky. There you go. That's awful. But it's just leftover stuff, isn't it? It's just the leftover treacly. Well, it's like treacle in texture, but not in flavor. But it's just the leftover stuff of process, isn't it? Fermenting process, I think. Well, welcome. We like new people. Hope you're well. Let us know what you're up to, how you found us. If you're working on anything right now, just let us know. You wanted to gush about... Oh, okay. Well, you know what? You're just in time, because I was actually going to... leftover yeast extract from brewing. There we go. I knew it was yeast based and it was left over from some kind of process. I wasn't sure if it was brewing, or just rotting. Right, so yeah, so we have got Blood Angel news. So if you're a fan of Blood Angels, hooray. Bovril better, essence of cow. Yeah, it's nice, right? That video was from First Army when I was like 12. Fair enough. Oh man, yeah, I bet you lament the days when you could have a full dreadnought army, right? Where you could actually have a dreadnought librarian, a dreadnought chaplain, dreadnought captain, and then like a whole bunch of dreadnoughts just doing different things. There we go. It's that one. To recollect money. Well, that's fair, isn't it? Right. Let's do studio mode. Let's get onto that. And latest news and features. Boom. There we go. Okay. Right. Let's hop over to it then. Here we go. Took a break. I'm going to be saying, got to build. Ah, that sounds cool. BA's Blood Angels and WE's World Eaters, I think. Which are the same thing, really. Yeah. Well, then talk to your mum, because I'm working here. I'm working. Right. What is going on here? You know what? This should be down there. There we go. Yellow. What do you mean? Right, so he gets a turn today.
No, so it's Ragnar's turn.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, your mum says it. That's it.
No, because that's not fair enough.
And this is why I asked for the door to be closed. Gosh, darn it. Chase, how you doing? Hope you're well. Oh, the Sigma indeed. I like the company box, by the way, except the Dread should have been a Rhino. Really? You think so? Well, actually, yeah. Considering you want to get your troops up, up the field faster. Yeah, I get that. So we're not going to watch the video. That's quite a fair few miniatures. Yeah, that's a fair few miniatures in there. That Dreadnought does look good though. Look at those claws and the little Daka at the top there as well. The Chaplain Lamartis has been given an update, which is nice. Actually, this is not a bad looking redo. I like the iron bars crisscrossing him, and the fact that the chest piece again, like it's iron bars, but you could paint that. And then look, the Recrusia, the Ricky thing, is in the shape of a chalice. Now that's nice. Like you can collect the blood as he's hammering home the message of Sanguinius to Xenos and heretics alike, and then just slurp away. Also, I do, you know what? I appreciate a good, like, burner glow. That is solid, right? So, no, that's a nice mini, and it's actually well painted. I mean, look at the nice marbling effect as well. Stupid fucking vampire dreadnought, dumbest. And then here is Astaroth. You know what? I don't. Maybe it's just the paint job, but I don't think this mini really needed an update. To be honest, I think well, actually, they needed to upscale it, didn't they, for the Primaris? But the one before was good, you know. This one doesn't. It's the face, right? It's not me. It's the face, and the art. The shoulders look a bit too. You fucking. With all that armor on, it's really got it racked up there, hasn't he? Just yeah, it looks a bit too. I think it would, it would benefit from having that brought down, and either holding it in front like that or just to the side, because he's moving off in that direction. Have it like he's about to swing in rather than having it up and down. But yeah, be interesting to see what the pro painters do with it. I think they just wanted to sort of copy the silhouette of the previous one. Dumbest shit I've seen this month, and he announced RDJ as Doctor Doom this weekend. Did they? Really? Why would they bring him? Why would you bring him back? Is it gonna be like if he was like an alternate Tony Stark, but he wasn't a Tony Stark because he was Doctor Doom from another dimension, sort of thing. I don't know how that will work. Or maybe they're just they're trolling everyone. Who knows? Female dreadnoughts. Wow. Okay. I don't think the dreadnought can bite though, Bill. You get 20 Death Company intercessors, 10 with jump packs and 10 without. Cool. That's cool. The 10 without jump packs could benefit with a Rhino. So I get what you mean. And there's some extra bits. I'm going to assume these are from an upgrade kit then. But yeah, they're fine. Look at that, pointy teeth and everything. Okay, so it's what you expect from the Blood Angels Death Company. Absolute psychos. Everyone's Horus. So there you go. That's all the bits and pieces. They even got a Terminator upgrade chest. Just the one, of course. Just the one for the unit sergeant. And yeah, it's fine. It's what you need just to give it some flavor. But I'm supposed to be lost to rage. I feel like asking them to pilot a jetpack probably isn't the best of ideas. Yeah, because it means that they can get to Horus quicker. Apparently they can. A Wolfenstein. No worries, no worries. I hope he's doing well. But yeah, nice details and everything. It's good. I'm not a Blood Angels fan, so I'm not gonna get all hyped up by it, but I can appreciate the good and the bad, you know. Brutalis Dreadnought for armored support. Okay. I think maybe they chose the Dreadnought over the Rhino just simply because it gives the box a bit more oomph, you know. With your assault intercessors, you can sprint from cover to cover. So a Rhino you only really need if you're going along open terrain, and a Rhino doesn't give you that much support, you know. Having a Dreadnought, okay, you get a bit more firepower, you get a big target to be shot at, so I get why. But those claws look cool though, right? I think my favourite bit of them being lost to the Red first is their very first instinct to carefully repair their gear. Oh dear. So yeah, you get a book, nice hardback book. You get some cards that'll be out of date on the first FAQ. And there you go. Oh, that's it. So my opinion on it is they look good. They do look good. It's a nice upgrade thing where, you know, it's not overcomplicated. You got a little melter pistol, which is fun. You got a two-handed chainsword, because why not? And yeah, little bits to sort of customize your sergeants and stuff like that, and enough shoulder pads to cover all 20 of your troops. So yeah, I mean, it's what you really need out of a box. Something with a bit of charisma, a bunch of troops to do the job. This dude to sort of give your troops a boost, and then a nice little target to sort of take a lot of the shots. It's all right. It works with the theme of the army, right? They want it painted black, yeah. Kev made a Kissy Boo Boo. Ah, oh, thanks for telling everyone. Should use Color Forge, brother. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Let me know in the chat what you think, of course. Let me just test the chat because I think it's bugging up. Let me just pop that. Oh, fun. I'm locked out of the chat on Restream. But when I go to, can I refresh? I don't know. They're wankers. Wow. There you go. Hey, look, refreshing it fixed it. There we go. I can chat. Nice. Do 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 do. Anyways, so that is the Blood Angels chit chat bit. I will use colourful. Yeah, I mean, you lot can see I've got quite a selection of Colourforge sprays. I do have some Citadel ones still, just from when I was doing the comparison work. But my go-to is Colourforge. I really haven't had an issue with it. Yeah, gonna need that in a minute. Just gonna stretch my legs. I've got a little gap between the wardrobe that's behind my screen here and the stand of the the shelving unit bit that acts as a stand for the desk. There's a little gap between the wires that I can stretch my legs right through. It feels nice to sit with my legs out. Blurry install Vallejo Express color. Does anyone use the Colourforge varnish? Is it any good? I actually got it, and I've been meaning to test it out because you know what I'm like. I absolutely cack it when it comes to varnish because all this the fear mongering, right, of things going cloudy or whatever, and so none of my miniatures are varnished whatsoever, which is a pain because the paint gets chipped or rubbed away. And it can act as like a little extra protection when it comes to parts falling apart. You know, it's that extra layer, much like the paint itself is an extra layer to hold things together. So yeah, once I finish doing all the bases for this and the characters that I kit bashed and all that, then yeah, I'm gonna do that, do the transfers afterwards, because of course they'll be varnished, which means I don't have to worry about the paint running. And then yeah, we'll see how it goes. Is the matte varnish very good but susceptible to humidity? Oh really? That's a shame. Oh, thank you so much, Jeffrey Preston. I appreciate you. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for becoming a member. That's so awesome. Got a new member on YouTube. How sick is that? I hope you're well. If you are watching us live, I hope you're well. I hope you're doing great. And please enjoy the bonuses. Discord will be open to you now, the VIP chat, so go have a look. I've got some posts on my most recent behind the scenes workings, so yeah, and it's open to people who subscribe on Twitch as well, or to buy me a coffee as well, so just plug that in. Just need to pop it in a sink, warm water for 10 minutes first. Alright, okay. Yeah, someone actually on YouTube. I know there's 2 people on YouTube watching right now. Thank you. So if you didn't know, I am live on both Twitch and YouTube. thanks to Restream. So yeah, if you're watching me live, just throw down whatever you want to say in the chat. It'll come up on screen right here, both Twitch and YouTube, so you'll be able to interact through there. You won't see it on your chat, but you'll see it on your screen. And I don't think YouTube really needs modding, to be honest. Oh, thank you so much, Bill. I appreciate you. The absolute babe. Right, so we have done. I forgot what. Yeah, we've done our little catch up on the latest news. Hey, retired. No way. Well, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. How was your flight anyway? So, for those who don't know, retired 11B, or Jeff, he was at the big meetup at Warhammer World for Underhive Hero's birthday. And yeah, he's fucking tall. He's a nice guy, but he's fucking tall. John, how's it going? Hope you're well. How you doing? What you up to? On the phone and the PS5. Ah, doubling it up on the ad revenue. My man. Right, so memes of the week. Shall we get to it? Let me just load it up. Everything's been a bit slow because, yeah, I need to get rid of this because it slows everything up. Intro Wars is a bit of a drain. And of course, if you want to add your memes, Warhammer, hobby related, or current pop culture style, we've got we've got 3 meme channels on the Discord. We've got Warhammer memes, but you could put any hobby related ones there. Memes, which is for any memes. And then we got Not Safe for Work memes for the spicy stuff. So we always start with our Warhammer memes though, because you know what? I actually had one. It was great. Got invited to the pub with a bunch of Scots headed to the World Cup. Oh, nice. You mean the Euros, right? I don't know where they were going because they're barely in it for 2 minutes. I know they're going to say, but you know didn't win. Yeah, didn't they win? But you know what? Got to the final twice in a row, so where you at, my Scots fans? Throwing shade at you. You know what? I think that counts. And did I have another one? Lol. I did not. Oh, dude. Okay, well, I'm just going to put that there. Okay. Yeah, you had a layover in Germany, which was a bit odd. You went that way and then that way. Social media discourse from Yanks perplexed by rugby. Rugby's got a lot of confusing rules, to be fair. Right, so let's just hop over there and we'll start with the Warhammer memes and go on from there, shall we? Memes of the week, memes of the week, memes of the week. Ah, fuck. Here we are. This is memes of the week, where we get to see what you lot have been shit posting all week. this one's quiet. So I had to post this. But look, it's first look at RDJ as T'Challa in Avengers Doomsday. I'm the dude playing another dude disguised as the other dude. There you go. So, turn-based, more or less. There you go. So should we just go? You always crack me up. Oh dear. Right. So let's just get on to our memes, shall we? Let's just scroll up to the "That's all, folks" bit. Right, so there's no better way to start the week off with a good old laugh, right? So that's why we like to do memes of the week on a Monday. It's Monday's memes. I'll old for real, feel dirty. It's a good one. So let's dive right in. I hate it when I go to the kitchen to look for food and all I find are ingredients. I'm there with you, man. I'm there with you. And then you end up just binging on crisps and biscuits. Like you'll have a bowl of perfectly good fruit there, and you're just like, but I'd have to peel it. Like you don't have to peel the wrapper off of a chocolate or anything, right? But you're just like, that's effort. Forget. I have to rinse the apples. Forget it. What's this one? Imagine the parents walking by the room and hear this. All right, let's just pause the music then. Let's jack the sound up.
I seriously have no idea.
Jesus. That's something else, right? That is something else. Chips and cookies for Americans. Just have chicken drums in the fridge. Yeah, maybe I should do that. I should cook whole chicken. But then if I cook whole chicken, I'm gonna eat. After we shared it amongst ourselves, you know what? There ain't gonna be much chicken left. If you're going to be weird, be confident about it. I mean, sure. Dumbass. Never make fun of someone if they mispronounce a word. It means they learned it by reading. Sure. But if they read a thesaurus, or no, it's just a regular dictionary, even like it sort of phonetically helps you pronounce words. So there's that. But I don't make fun for people mispronouncing words. I make fun. I'm a bit more petty than that. I'll make fun if they put typos. I just run with it. But I think that's universally allowed, right? But that's the book. That's what the book is about. Snowflake students claim Frankenstein's monster was misunderstood and is in fact a victim. Caleb, how's it going? Oh, you're gonna start that now, are you? Are you really? Jace, How's it going? Hope you're well. My girlfriend told me that I should treat her like a princess, so I married her off to a stranger to strengthen the alliance with Poland. Nice. Very nice. Neurodivergent people, after years of being ignored by a broken system that prioritizes productivity. My kink is when people care about my feelings and what I have to say. I feel like that's more of a collective man thing, right? Right? Collectively, I think that is more or less just a man thing. Oh, that's disgusting. Rock, paper, scissors. Let's move on from that. As someone who doesn't play Fallout games, even I know what that does. Dear. Alright, what's this lady gonna do?
La baguette, le croissant, l'éclair.
Oh, need to turn it up a bit more, I think.
La baguette, le croissant, l'éclair.
Oh, burn it. It knows our language. Burn it. That ain't safe for Warhammer. Who put it there? Oh no, this is just a regular memes one. There was only one meme in the Warhammer one. She's a 10, but when she's on top, she yells, "It's a me, Wario!" Then fast on my balls and uses my ears like a steering wheel. I don't know what to say. Jay says I'd live with that. Oh, mate. Han! I got something we could try. Oh my god. Han? Oh, you know, she's got trauma in one ear. I think because the kids have been screaming so much, so she's deaf in one ear at the moment until that sorts itself out. It was a joke. It's still not safe for work. It's Warhammer, and I was talking rock paper scissors me. That's true, actually. Oh, there must be a bit of a time delay. I do apologise. Han! Not now, she says. I wasn't gonna do it now. I'm live. Maybe later. Moving on. Oh dear. You know what? Oh, just to complete the experience, I'll give her a banana peel to throw as well. Oh my god. mean it better be important? You call me for lesser. It's not what's wrong. What's up? I'll ignore them for being twats. Just ignore them.
They are. I literally come out in the group, but it was a homemade group.
Uh,
Because I said that I wanted my kids to go to football.
huh?
I will explain later when you're not.
That, you know, some people would just say stupid shit anyway. Yeah, it wasn't something that was wrong. It was just something that was funny. But I guess you're not.
Sorry, it's just you caught me at a really bad time.
That's okay. Just remember, people say stupid shit all the time. Everyone in the chat will agree with you.
All I did, was just say, right? So you know how I said about the free football classes earlier?
Yeah.
I went, okay, so someone else might enjoy them, yeah? They're free.
Right.
We're in a situation that we can't just money here, money there, money here, yeah?
Yeah.
Obviously, these stuck-up people can, yeah?
Right.
But why take that out on me? That's not my.
I'm failing to see the connect.
Basically, she was like, I guess she was like, oh, but you're supporting genocide because you're letting your kids go. Basically, letting your kids go to the football camp. It's free. Yeah, I'm thinking of that. I didn't even know they supported genocide. That didn't even cross my mind.
How do they support genocide?
I don't know.
Do they just happen to be Jewish?
McDonald's. I don't know.
Oh, McDonald's. Oh.
Is it because of religious reasons?
No,
I don't
it's
know.
Middle East politics is very confusing, very conflicted and messy, and
But that's not my fault.
it doesn't.
Why not me?
They'll be on their high horse, but they'll still cart their asses down to McDonald's and get their kids a Happy Meal. So just ignore them.
Mate, I work with Middle Eastern people. They can be the nicest. She's a fucking twat. I just left the group because I was probably not bothered with people that think they can throw money at everything. That's not how it works.
Right. But
Everyone, sorry.
no, it's
Oh, yeah,
fine.
bad
It's
I'm actually really nice. I promise.
no. So basically, McDonald's have been accused of being in support of Israel, who are currently trying to wipe out the terrorist group Hamas from Gaza. But unfortunately, there's been a very, very heavy civilian toll.
And I didn't
Not
know
through
all
lack
that.
of not trying, but because it's so heavily, like every residential urban area in Gaza is so heavily, densely populated. And the way the terrorist group works is they hide themselves in amongst civilians. So unfortunately, a lot of people get caught in the crossfire.
But I
Israel
didn't
are
even know
accused of
this.
not
I
being
turned away
careful
from
enough.
the news because it's so negative.
And now it's split everyone on whether or not you support this or that. When really we can all agree that people dying needlessly is not good.
Why be a dumbass and bring it into a homemade group?
Because
You know
there's
what
a
I
lot of dumbasses who want to feel special and want to do their little bit of, oh, I'm on the right side of the social movement right now, trying to get themselves some brownie points, for no
It
fucking
makes
reason.
You look like an absolute
Yeah.
A, to
Yeah.
be honest.
Don't feel
Because
bad
why-
because we're making the most of a free program.
I'm not feeling bad. At the end of the day, I'm not in a situation where I can just throw money away. Yeah.
Exactly, and it's free. We're not giving them money for it.
And put this, yeah. Her words or his words, I don't know. It's the why. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
his, don't
Just
know.
say their
Yeah.
words.
Oh, I do home ed because I want to support kindness. Wait, you just attacked me, and you want to support kindness?
That's usually how it goes. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Well.
That's not kindness. Look it up in the dictionary. I'm really sorry.
No. That's the trend these days. Be an absolute cunt to anyone who disagrees with you, but then say it's out of compassion and kindness.
my friend, my work colleague, couldn't be any more right. And I didn't know about Israel, so I do apologise. But everyone is a fucking snowflake. He couldn't be any more right.
Yeah, yeah.
Not everyone, because there are some people that are not. But this person is a fucking snowflake.
You know what? It's so fun to hear you say snowflake because I don't think you've ever called anyone a snowflake before.
No, I never have, and I'm all hippie and like peace and
Oh,
light.
oh, but careful. Now that you're using that word,
I'll
you're
probably
gonna
get told off for that.
you're gonna
too.
be called a far right nut now.
Probably. Do you know what? I don't care. Call me everything you want. Might as well while I'm here.
Yeah. Everyone's just saying ignore the arsehole,
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Sorry.
basically.
It's just when it's my kids.
Yeah, it was on
upsets me.
Facebook. So
No, it wasn't
No.
even. It was in our local community. That what makes it worse.
oh, was it on WhatsApp? On a WhatsApp group?
Yeah. So we might have even met them before.
Oh, I'll just tell
That's
them.
what makes it worse.
Well, then next time we see him, just say, "Don't be a cunt."
Yeah, but I'm a nice
No,
person,
actually,
Kevin.
just say, "I'd call you a cunt. But you ain't got the depth or the warmth."
When it, you know what I'm like. When it comes to Ragnarok 4, I will kind of stand up for it.
Yeah,
I didn't do anything wrong.
you didn't.
I'm so.
You're not
fucking-
putting any more money into McDonald's pocket by
I'm just accepting
exploiting
something.
a free program that they are sponsoring.
That's it.
Yeah.
So my boys can experience football.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, we're not someone that can pay hundreds a month to be able to do that. Can I continue my outburst
Right.
after Twitch?
Yeah. Do you feel a bit better now, though? Was it
A lot.
was it a cathartic
This is
experience?
what I meant. You got me at the wrong time.
No, that was the best time ever because I was
I
just
don't
laughing
even
at
get in trouble
stupid
with Twitch,
memes.
though.
By the way, this meme here
Yeah.
is with Skeletor, like going to I can't remember her name, the sorceress, right? And it says she's a 10, but when she's on top, she yells, "It's a me, a Wario!" Then farts on my balls and uses my ears as steering wheel.
I think that's a guy joke.
And I was just
Seriously,
like,
that's such a
we
guy
got
joke.
something
Oh,
new to
that's
try.
why you were calling me.
Yeah,
Sorry, you just called me at the very wrong time.
We-
It literally was happening as you called me.
we should try that out.
No.
No.
Sorry, everyone. Have a good night, everyone.
Evil Lynn, that was it. Because it sounds like Evelyn. Right, we got it. Okay. Thank you, Caleb. Tell the WhatsApp group chat says they can all go for. Well, it was just one particular person in the chat, and Hannah just didn't want to deal with it, so she just left, which I think was the wrong thing to do. I think she should have said, "Don't be a dickhead," and then that's it, and then contact the leaders of the group and just say, "Look, they're picking a fight for nothing," and that's it. Get them booted. Anyways, shall we move on? That was a nice little sidetrack, right? You know what? Israel has given opportunities to let the Muslim citizens be safe, while Hamas uses them as cover. It's like I said, it's a very complicated situation, and it cannot be. It can't. We can't pretend we know everything, right? The only thing we are certain of is that we don't know everything. We don't know what it's like on the ground in Gaza. We don't know what it's like for the people of Gaza. We don't know what Hamas are really up to, or what the situation with them is. And we don't know the situation with Israel and their troops and their hierarchy and what they have planned. But we do know that BlackRock has basically put their thumb on Gaza and gone, dibs, and they're going to be in charge of the rebuilding. So who knows, there might be a little bit of incentive to knock a few extra buildings down there. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I can read, and we'll leave it as that. So anyway, let's get back to it, shall we? Had to slip a conspiracy in there, right? But it's only a conspiracy till it's proven. There isn't one of us qualified to even have an opinion, right? Same with the Russia-Ukraine situation. It's very complicated. There's a lot of history there. And anyone who says this side or that side are the right ones and the wrong ones, they don't know. They don't even know the basics of what happened over the last 50 years, because they probably skipped out on their history lessons. So let alone, you know, what's happened in the last 20 years. So yeah, let's just move on from that. Yeah, geopolitical nonsense, it'll catch you out every time. Right, so after that shifted quite a lot, didn't it? Let's see. Every nation that got nuked. It's going to be just Japan, isn't it?
Japan.
Ah, there you go. For those who missed it.
The Nations of the World, brought to you by Yakko Warner.
Japan.
Done. That's harsh. Right, next up. Actual historical photos. Jesus heals the blind man. Oh shit, and we're talking about the shit going on in the Middle East. Ah, what timing for a meme, right? Jeez. Let's swiftly move on. Leroy Tankard! Yeah! All should be settled by the politicians that start them having a fight to the death in a car park. That sounds good. There's nothing like the ADHD experience of going to Google something and immediately forgetting what you were going to search for. So, you have to look through your recent apps to find whatever triggered the thought, but then get distracted in the apps, then just rinse and repeat. I swear you keep dropping these little hints, right? To try and get me to like admit that I may have ADHD or autism of some form or both, which is a very confusing thing. You know, I reckon Putin might just have a go at that. You know what? he would probably, wouldn't he? Took me 5 minutes to 5 seconds to understand. I get it. It's very hard to unsee what you're being tricked to see unless you see the details around it. Don't forget, there's something to do. Ah. So this person is holding up a mirror, basically. And there's the top of their head. And that's their legs there. And that's why it's a bit misleading. Oh, not this nonsense. Not this nonsense. Really? I think I've seen this before. This is just triggering.
Tea tastes different if you put it in hot water. You're putting it in cold water? Radish, answer the question, Radish. Yeah, I thought for like 5 years that people just put it into hot water to speed up the teification process. Didn't realize there was an actual reason. You don't have the patience to microwave water for 3 minutes?
Why are you putting it in the microwave to boil it?
Do you think
Just
I have
gets
the patience
worse.
to boil water on a stove?
It takes less than a minute.
Pisties, your stove's not powered by the fucking sun?
How long does it take you to boil a cup of water on the stove?
Like 7 minutes!
Just stick the mug on top of the stove on medium heat, and it boils in like 2 minutes. Less than that, and you use a saucepan.
You're putting the whole mug on the stove on medium heat. Your stove is enchanted. Every single person in this post is a fucking lunatic. So none of you own a fucking kettle. Which one of you was gonna tell me tea tastes different?
Just that one sane voice at the end, right? How very dare you imply my AUDHD memes are about anybody but me. Oh, I apologize. I very sincerely apologize, my dear friend. Youngling. Moving on for that one. Another one on Instagram.
Pass this on to you.
Just like your mental illness?
Yep, just like my mental illness. One day I'll pass this on to you.
Just like your mental illness?
Yep, just like my mental illness. One day I'll pass this on to you.
Just like
5
your
second
mental
film.
illness?
Yep, just like my mental illness.
That will do. Why, dude? Oh, you have a good night, Caleb. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I appreciate you. What's this? Yeah. Oh, you clipped me. I want to smell your pillow. Sounds like I'm snoring.
Neck bit breathing. Actually, that. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeesh. That gave me the ick. Because the kid's not really there. Yeah, I think we got that bit. Thank you for clarifying. This kit contains 1,000 pieces for Lego. Yay! For Warhammer. Yeah, I can identify with that. Only lands. Hey. That should have been in the hobby one. So is this one. These two, Mr. Dicey Guy. Lord of the Onion Rings. Oh, shit. Oh, dear. And then, of course, there's Snoop Dogg. With the Olympic torch. I mean, that would get the whole crowd going, right? Yeah. There we go. All right. That's it. So they're from Kevin and Steve. Oh no, that's bad. That's mean. How could you be so mean? So there we go. Right, that's look at that. We covered Blood Angels new release, update sort of thing. We covered memes of the week. Got some geopolitical nonsense thrown in there with a hint of social media drama. And now we've got a good solid half hour to build or paint stuff. Where's my dudes at? Yeah. You know what's annoying, right? This is what's annoying. Ow. That's okay. What are you doing? I didn't ask Restream to do that. You nut job. Right, so here we go. Now this is the base ready scenic stuff, right? It's the urban rubble. Let's get the focus right. There we go. It's the urban rubble. Yeah, it looks good. Looks clean. Yeah. Here is what the rest of my Silver Templars are based like. Alright, it's sort of like a beigey, dusty sort of base, right? I don't want to have to scrape all that off, and I definitely don't want to paint it again. But they need to match the rest of the army. I'm stuck. But at the same time, I only got 10 to rebase, you know, which is a lot quicker than... Because the alternative would be slapping on some PVA and rebasing all of these. Which I don't want to do, to be honest. Because that'll be 5, 10, 15... 20. Say 23, I'd have to redo instead of 10. It's quite a difference. So I've got to play it by the numbers, right? Anyway, these were all brush painted anyway. They're not the finished product. So I should really focus on finishing them because they are going to be added to my army list. Because previously I had Guilliman in the list. It's a 1,000-point list. But for the price of Guilliman, I can have these two squads. And I could put points towards another support character, like a lieutenant. So thinking of doing that instead. Jesse, there's some throughout here. Wants to know how we Brits tell the difference between Arthur and author. Back in a minute, someone needs a verbal slap. Oh really? Okay, so a lot of people just trouncing this person. I find that all these questions are sort of bait questions for engagement, you know. So I just scroll right past them. Especially like how where the women are like, why do men do this? Or when the men are like, why do women do that? I'm just like, scroll past. It's different words, exactly. So yeah, I just they're looking for engagement, and I'm not going to give it to them. I'm a big boy. Yay! Not saying you're not, Bill. You're far more mature than I am. That's for sure. But I sense the urge to clap back at someone cleverly is always a tough thing to fight. That's not what I need. Where is it? There it is. Oh look, I got a new wallet. I got that for my birthday, I think, or Christmas. I haven't used it. It's a spare for when my one eventually breaks, because it's kind of falling to bits. Never miss the opportunity to tell someone how much I'm now. Yeah. Yeah, you remind me of that all the time. Right, telling me how much of a cunt I am. I'm not mad. There we go. That's what I needed. Right, pop that back there. Right, back there. Right, after this tournament, I'm going to be free to just paint whatever. And I've got so much I want to work on. I want to revisit my my Warhammer armies, get them finished off finally. I want to do the Kharadron Overlords. I want to finish the Crystal Collapse stuff. There's so many things I would like to do. Never going to get the time though. He broke it. So yeah, and also, you know, I don't want to waste all of this texture. It costs a lot of money, you know. I'm just gonna sandpaper my fingers while I'm at it. Never talk to a cop. I think that's a given, isn't it? You do not have to say anything. Anything you do say can and will be held against you in a court of law. You're entitled to an attorney. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you. Or some shit like that. Something like that, right? I don't know the Miranda rights off by heart. You're under arrest for such and such. And that's it. Bloody nog. Oh, this one wants to stay on. There we go. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. That's about it, yeah. Is Bill, in your experience in law enforcement, right? Have you ever known anyone to get off, or get a mistrial because they weren't read their rights whilst being arrested? Or is that just Hollywood buggery? I'm gonna get such filthy fingers. As far as I'm aware, that's just a rumor. That'd be pretty shitty if you finally caught, like you were investigating like a real serious criminal, and you finally had the chance to arrest them because you caught them in the act, and then like that was it. Some cop arrested him, didn't read the rights, got processed, and then it was like, you didn't read the rights. Out you go. You're free to leave. Sounds crunchy. This is just turning it into more dust. That's okay. Look at this army of 1,000 suns I have in a pot. Aha. That's at least 2,000 points of 1,000 suns in there. The fish for evidence. Oh yeah, of course they're just looking for you to slip up, innit? I ain't no knock. You're with Public Enemy on that one. They could have even Jedi. Oh, Jedi are just crafty, aren't they? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Aye. Ah. Rough like sandpaper. That's why I put the PVA on super thin, because I knew I'd have to probably scrape off eventually. Oh no, look, I've got the blood of 1,000 suns on my hands. I've never got to stop telling that joke. It'll be a long night for you lot. So, what's everyone's plans for the week? What are you all up to? Pitch for a new Star Wars show. Tatooine, early evening, Butcher Jawa and Tosi Chow. Shout, fuck off, copper. I ain't saying nothing to passing Padawan. I mean, isn't that pretty much what they do anyway? See what happens. Nice. So glad I got this metal ruler. It's got the perfect sharp edges. Like, it's not going to slice me open unless I catch the corner. But the straight bits got these lovely sharp corners where you can really dig in. Oh, I just remembered what else I wanted to show you lot. Actually. Thanks so much, Foy Captain, for that. Really? That soon? So, I can't show off the York tour, so Dave, but it is printed out. I need to. It's soaking at the moment, so I need to check that out. But I put a lot more drainage holes in it this time, so we'll see how it came out. Because I'm worried that some of the surfaces might be a little warped because of the orientation of it. So for those who don't know, Wolfenstone commissioned me to print out this alternative Orc War Boss, which is a pretty cool mini. And everything came out perfect except the top teeth on the main body, because the torso is all in one thing with the head, right? And I tried to get it so that I could get supports on the upper teeth, because there was nothing underneath the teeth for, you know, for it to form from. And it just wouldn't allow me, so I had to flip it. Put it at a weird angle, and then and I thought, you know what, I had a bit of a problem rinsing out the inside because I hollow it, so I added some more drainage holes on it so I can really flush it out. I'm a very awesome squire, yeah. So even though he already received it, because it just, even though I did my quality control checks, I just missed it. I just missed, you know, I didn't quite see the teeth hadn't formed properly, because they kind of looked like they got busted in. So I thought maybe that's I should have checked the original concept. But yeah, I just said to Wolf, so look, it's not your fault. He said, look, I can see if I can milli put it. I was like, don't worry, that's on me. I'll reprint it and I'll send it out, no extra cost to you. So, because I pride myself on the quality of work, so if it's shite, and you tell me it's shit, then I'll make it a personal mission to correct that. So yeah, I won't just send any old shit on purpose, and I'll definitely correct it if it slips through. What on earth? What song is it, dude? Just tell me this. What is it? What is it? Anyway. So, I've had a few tries at printing out, and this all needs like the final cure, right? But you've seen, like, you know, bits not forming properly. Like, look at the middle pole, atrocious, right? And of course the side bits are a bit wobbly. Hang on, let me just move the focus so you can see it proper. Right, so look, you can see there, like, the corners of the points here, look, they're all wispy, right? Really crap. So that's no good. And this one was almost perfect, yeah? But, again, because there wasn't enough support on the tip there of the point, I was like, that's not good enough, yeah? So it was so close. There's the test print for the medallion shape one. Again, look, the banner pole didn't form. That one, half of it didn't form. These ones went a bit crazy. You know, I tried different orientations for it, but anyway. And then we revisited it on Friday's show, didn't we? And we thickened out the proportions to give it a bit more stability. And then I've tried it, print it out again. And annoyingly, so this one, the banner pole itself, printed out fine. But the contact points kind of failed here. So they didn't make that full contact, so that got a bit too flimsy. And also these points here, you see they're misaligned, so it didn't quite stay on the contact point there. So that's basically a fail. This one, again, I tried the side slanted orientation. That contact point failed. It should look more like that, but it doesn't, which is a shame because, well, look, you see these points, wispy, failed. That bit in there failed. So, you know, it takes a lot of work to get it right. And then we got this one, which, as you can see, I went over the top with the supports right up to the edges. Oh, some of the supports are popping already. Look at this one though. If that just hadn't failed, that would have been perfect. But look, the icon came out fine. The pole came out fine. Everything came out fine. Let's see if I can gently peel it away without breaking it. Ah, no, I broke the tip. There you go. Look, you see how brittle that tip was? Snap right off. It's just such a difficult design with those spikes, you know? I know. It, like I said, it's so fiddly. But yeah, it's one of those things. And people are going to say, why don't you use clippers? Because it won't really matter, to be frank. But I'm not Frank, I'm Kevin, so, you know. So let's peel that away, just so I can get to the bits at the back. And this just needs the final curing, really. You know what, I'm going to chalk it up to battle damage, and I'll try and figure, because like I said, I wanted to put this as something that people could pay to download and print themselves, just like for £1. So I'm going, but a lot of effort's going into making sure they actually prints, you know, because if it doesn't print well, and then people download it and they go, oh, this is trash, then no one's going to want to download anything from me again if I do any other bits and pieces later on, you know. Oh, that Thunderbolt is going to be the death of me. Alright. What? Good thing it's flexible at the moment. Like I said, because it hasn't got the final cure, it's a lot more flexible. Now you can see I can bend it. Right. Yeah, I mean, all of the mistakes I make is all live, because, you know, I can't be asked to do a video about it. So you're gonna have to deal with it in real life, watching me mess it up, tweak with it. Ah, bollocks to it. Just lost another point. Ah, fuck it, I'll glue it back on. Just don't throw it away just yet, mate. Right. Get rid of this bit. Or is it attached further up? Oh, man, it's attached to other supports. Okay. Supports are all climbing on each other. There we go. Oh, fuck, I snapped the... Ah. Oh, final one, final one. There we go. Hooray! There we go. Fiddliest motherfucking thing ever. So I need to improve the contact points of these points. But yeah, it's super flimsy. The nature of it means it's gonna be tricky as fuck, right? Lorna! Let's go! Thank you so much for the raid. Brass, brown base, and red done. Ah. How's it going? Kat, how you doing? Hope you're well. Good to see you raiding in. Hope your stream went well. Yeah, all right. I got a pile of these banners that I've been trying to design and print successfully, and I got one design that I really liked, and I tried different ways of printing it, and I failed a few times, and this is the closest to a perfect print that I've got so far, and that's an original Kev sculpt like made that from scratch, live, online, on stream. But yeah, like the support took a little bit of that corner. These points here are a little bit flimsy. But yeah, it's cool, isn't it? And that's so it can go right there on the back of my dread. Right? Or it could be super obnoxious. Stick it on the back of whichever character I want. Hang on. Just run that down. Yeah, whack it. It would need shrinking. But yeah, whack it on the back of a dude. Like that. But there we go. Back banner, baby! But yeah, the idea was have a back banner for my dread. It all started because I was like, you know what? I wanna use this spare tyrant head that I printed for Underhive Hero as like part of it, and I was like, should I put it around the weapon, or and then they were like, you know, you should stick it a pole through it and use it like a banner. And then we fiddled around with a cocktail stick and thought, oh, that looks cool. And then I was like, you know what, I might as well just make a banner, right? And then have this hanging from it on a chain, like a jewelry chain. So yeah, the idea is pop that in the back there. That's what she said. Get one of those jewelry chains just to hang off of it and feed it through the hole that I've drilled in here, and kind of just have the tyrant head sort of hanging from the chain a little bit. But the problem is this banner pole is not tall enough. I'm not going to stick it right there. It'd have to go back there somewhere. They chew off the bottom, plant it in there. So yeah, we've got ideas, but that needs to go for final curing anyway. So there you go. But no, we had memes of the week as well, which was good fun. And now I'm just working on finishing off these dudes that I had hastily painted for our meetup in Nottingham. But I need to rebase them so they match the rest of my army now. Because there is a competition for best army. So it's not best painted, it's best army. So concept, conversions, all that sort of stuff is taken into account, and we all vote. So there's no like set judges. We are all the judge, which is good fun. There you go. You're working on terrain tonight. Oh, okay. What terrain are you making? Have you given up on Baldur's Gate then? Bet you dread that. No, I'll just vote for myself. No, basically, you can't vote for yourself, but you just vote for whichever army you think is the coolest. And then the winner gets a snazzy little prize. Kirsty's new job means we can't do that on Mondays now. So being co-streaming with Cat. Ah, fair enough. How dare she get a new job and ugh. What about the weekly routine, huh? She not thought about that. Some people, eh? They think of themselves. My kids are keen to play, so I have been working on AOS Terrain with the mag. Ah, fair enough. Do you think Kev completely missed the Judge Dredd? No, I didn't miss it. I just skimmed over it, essentially. It was a terrible joke and you should feel bad about it. Don't beat yourself up too much about it, though. This is super interesting content. I'm scraping texture off a base. Because of my job, I'm only streaming Mondays at the moment. Oh. That's very inconsiderate of you. Because Mondays, I'm like the least available. I'm a dad with kids old enough to produce kids of their own. I live for terrible Judd jokes. Yeah, I get it. That joke was dreadful. There we go. It broke the law. There we go. There's Void back. He is the law. He is the law. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Bing. Look how filthy I am. There's got to be some coal in this, you know? There has to be. No, it just doesn't match the rest of my army, which looks like this. So, oh, there we go. It looks like that, and this was just a quick fix, you know? So it kind of looked weird having some with this base and the rest with that. By the way, Carl Urban should be Nerd Jesus, not Cavill. Really? Why should say that? Oh, I did get to see Saturday night. I did get to see the new Deadpool Wolverine movie, and it was good. It definitely was good. It scratched a lot of itches that I think a lot of people have had for a long time, and sort of helped to resolve a lot of issues, not only with the current franchises, but also with past franchises. With a nice, wholesome conclusion. So I'm not going to say any more because I don't want to spoil it for those who haven't seen it. But there's plenty of hints during the movie, rather than, you know, like a teaser at the end. They've put hints throughout the movie, of, you know, what could be coming up in the future. Because we know there is going to be a Deadpool 3. Like, Deadpool and Wolverine was kind of like a 2.5. It wasn't a full sequel. So, we'll see. We will see. You saw it Saturday as well. I think it's less about Warhammer and more about the fact that he's into a lot of so-called nerdy stuff. So yeah, Lord of the Rings. He was the captain for the Rohirrim. Star Trek. He was Bones. The Boys. Yeah, Judge Dredd. And then, yeah, in Marvel. You have a good night, Lorna. Rest up, take care. And thank you so much for raiding it. I appreciate you. You know, the cinemas are dying at the moment, man. And they haven't helped themselves. They really priced people out. If he doesn't paint plastic water dollies, he can't take the crown. To be fair, though, I think Henry Cavill's only painted like one. So I took a picture of it, and then that was it. So you know what? Actually, he is a hobbyist, really. I'm going to quickly rinse my fingers. I'll be back in a second. And if she eats more, she'll feel it. I'm back. Sorry about that. Right. Cleaner fingers. Not clean, but cleaner. Like a rip off my the Doom guy. He has a wall dolly sculpted of him. Cavill doesn't. Okay. He apparently plays Custodes and got Spider-Man interested. Yeah. But he doesn't paint, so it doesn't count. He's cool, yeah, but not gone full geek. Which movie was awful? Gonna need you to specify, Bill, because you say a lot of films are awful. Where's my spatula tool? Oh, I'm gonna have to really organise this space. It has gotten real messy. Bloody awful. Doom. Don't think I remember it. Maybe that just says it all then. Alright, Sterling Mud it is. Like spreading a crunchy chocolate spread over a cracker. So I'm interested, mate. I've got more impressionable kids into Warhammer than wow, man, you hate on him so much. Right, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but he. Nah, I won't say anything actually. I'm not gonna say anything. Did I tell you I bought GW Starters paint set with System Red? Didn't exist in my day. Mephiston Red is a very lovely paint, yes. Ah, Spaceman! Thank you so much for following. I appreciate you. Hope you're well. Let us know in the chat what you're up to. So say it. Nah, where is it? It was okay in the Ministry of Engineering Warfare movie. I haven't seen either of those movies. I'll go or anything else. Alright, yeah. Cavill has a cameo in the Deadpool Wolverine movie, and it's actually a fun one. Like I said, this movie puts a lot of things to bed. All right, so I'll leave it as that. Splash. Out of blue, express colour, and the GW speed paint now. Ooh, lovely. Look at you. Three, 6 now. Get low. From the windows to the walls, and the sweat drips down my balls, and all them bitches crawl. ski, ski, motherfuckers. Oh, ski, ski. I've had that song in my head all day. Lotus Black. Ah, might try it out one day. Seems like it might be worth checking out after all, eh? Splodge, splodge, splodge. It's such a weird medium, like it wants to spread well, but it can't because it's too grainy. Oh, I got the wife into The Boys as well. This show, by the way, just so no one makes a funny joke about that. And she started binge watching it. And she just finished season 4 and now she's got on to Generation V. I was like, you know, you should really watch that between season 3 and 4. Because some bits pop up in season 4 that make more sense if you watch Generation V first, but you know, doesn't. She can have those moments then, so you know. Yeah, it's Sterling Mud. No, actually, it's Sterling Battlemire. So it's not as liquidy. It's a bit gritty. Sterling Mud is more of just a goop. Get low, get low, get low. What show? The Boys. Satirical. Well, it's a show based off of a comic book series that's a satirical take on modern day politics and superhero comic books. And basically, it's like a what if. Like there were actually superheroes, but with modern day politics and you know, a big corrupt pharmaceutical company that's behind it all. And then you just let it ride out. Get her to watch the animated show too. Oh yeah, she's gonna love that. Do I need to binge The Boys while I'm at Lisa's? Yes, you do. Yeah, it's on Amazon. The animated series came out after the second season of The Boys, and Generation V came out after the third season of The Boys. So, yeah, that's. I don't think the animated show really affects the timeline or the events of the main show, but Generation V does have some consequences that roll over. Nice. 4 main seasons. Yeah, you could actually do it in a couple of days. I find it's a little bit of something in it for everyone. is that the time already? Blimey. Blimey, limey. Well, it'd be rude to switch off now since we've got so many amazing people in the chat. Let's just hang out for a bit longer. Yeah. Hang out with me while you watch my paint dry. So Mephiston Red is the same as AP Dragon Red, or vice versa probably, but Mephiston is so matte. I wouldn't say it's the same really. Mephiston Red is actually, it's got blue mixed into it to cool it down, so it's not such a warm color, because of course cool colors tend to have better coverage as base colors. So, you know, grays, blues, dark browns, they do well as base colors, and you know, black as well. If it was like a bright red, it wouldn't have such a good coverage as a base color. Also, it'd be too bright as a base color. So yeah, Dragon Red I don't think is the right comparison. Velvet Red. I did not get on with that color. We had strong words. Slop, 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 slop. I'm not worried about running out of this stuff because I've got so many from the magazine subscriptions over the years. I say so many, I've probably got like 2 jars of this left. That's more than enough to do what I've got to do. And you know, if I run out of this one, I could just use Astra Granite and repaint that. So it's all good. There's certain express colours I'll be getting because I hate painting them. More black, some blue. See what happens. Maybe it'll get you to paint those colours more often then. So there's only so many times you can paint red and black, you know. It's gotta get a bit boring. You got a sandy looking technical paint. Ah. So have I actually. It's called a Grelin Earth. I think they stopped that. Or maybe they didn't. They just maybe renamed it. I don't know. But it's in a very tiny pot. Oh, that was close. Oh, this is hard work, this. Bigger jars. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm just using this because, well, I've got it. But yeah, the AK ones, you get more bang for your buck. For sure. Lovely. Okay, stuff is a kill team, so red, my glass are green for range and red for close combat because I'm pedantic. Ben York boss. There's a bad moon though. Ooh, nice. Is it rising? Hey! I like that song. There you go. You get a free sing along out of me, you punks. Now watching a bloke spread shit on a hockey. Yeah, exactly. And you're watching the paint dry. Yeah, bitches. And I appreciate every single one of you for being here. Thank you so much. Please like, follow, subscribe. And if you're on YouTube, hit that notification bell so you're alerted every time we go live. And for those who are new, we are live streaming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around the same time. Try and be consistent with the time, but there's no promises. But usually we start from 8:30 p.m. Mondays we do memes of the week, Wednesdays or whatever day, and then Fridays we do a community corner where we get to show off what you lot are working on. And once a month, it's our painting competition time. So we see what people have done for that month's task, and it's all on the Discord as well. For example, this month was to paint up a vehicle. So of course you just show that it's, you know, you're starting it from scratch. So you supply a picture of that, and then you pop up 3 pictures of the completed thing on the Discord, and then I get my my independent adjudicators to rank them, and we just put points towards those ranks, and then whoever's got so many points comes first, second, and third. And then the winner of each month will go head to head on the 12th month of the season to win a fancy one-of-a-kind t-shirt that tells you that you're a KFC champion. Kev's fantastic challenge. And yeah, and a few other prizes for the runners-up as well. Thank you so much, Bill. Yeah, I'm just spreading crunchy chocolate on charred crackers. You can't hear me? Turn your volume up. This is not good. How you doing with the wah? Sorry I didn't see you popping in there. Can hear the music, but not Kev. Yeah. It might be your end, dude. There we go. Here's my my little tasters of cat shit that's spread out. We got almost dry to semi-dry to fresh out the jar. That's it. I've got to leave that to dry tonight. And then what I'll do is on this base, I'll stick some bits and bobs on there. Then I'll paint it all brown. Get dry brushing. Jobs are good. And I'm going to increase the size of that banner pole. I know the slanted back orientation works best, so I'm going to have that slanted backwards, a little bit bigger, just so it sort of fits the scale right. And there's plenty of room for that chain to hang with this tyrant skull hanging from the chain. And then yeah, that'll be that. So cool beans, isn't it? A wire pulled loose. So you got to be more careful with that, haven't you? Hey? So yeah. Anyways, I think I'm gonna leave it there. But once again, if you are on BG3 before you go to bed. Oh, no worries, Kat. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. And yeah, have a good night. I was just about to sign off myself. Oh no, Kat, you're a star. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Well, you have an extra good night. Thank you so much. So yeah, if you are on YouTube, please do like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you know when we're live again, and leave a little comment after the show. All helps the algorithm. And if you want to go a little bit extra further, you can maybe subscribe to the membership as well, where you unlock a few cool little extras. And I appreciate you for your time watching paint dry. You have a good night, and I'll see you Wednesday night. All right. Big loves to you. Peace.